good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's well. We're going to get started with some movements. We'll go through some of our takedown drills again. We're going to spend some time on the duck under this week and get your hips into the action of getting underneath your partner and around towards his waist. And then we're going to look at some leg drag motion for your guard passing as well. Just because the leg drag and your duck unders, the sort of footwork and leg work movements are going to be very similar. So we're going to add those two together, and again we'll have 2 5-minute rounds. So working in 1 minute rest, 1 minute, 1 minute work, 1 minute rest. Okay, guys. Again, it's pretty warm, so feel free to do whatever you want to do. Have your water on the side if you need any drinks, and let's get started. Okay, guys. 1 minute is set. So your first drill, guys, is going to be our floor brushes. So maintain your resting stance, get into position from here. We're going to be stepping forward on that front leg. As we get into position, we're going to level change down, brush the floor, come back into position. Maintain your resting stance throughout. We need to be able to lean onto that leg and not come all the way back to standing. We want to maintain a good bend in your legs the entire time. Lead with the front leg. Put your weight on top. My ankle, knee, and chest are all in one line. Level change, brush, and switch sides again. Keep it in that stance, keeping loaded off your back leg, so my toes are active over here. My heel is raised as I lean and brush. Okay, guys, let's get set. 1 minute on the clock, and let's go. Nice work, guys. Coming up to halfway. Maintain that stance. Keep your hands in front. Protect the lead leg. Move and step. Focus on putting your weight into that foot. Make sure your back leg is active so you can press off of your toes. 10 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, time. Nice work, guys. Okay, next exercise, we're going to come into our, sweet. We're going to come into our duck under motion next. We're going from a pummeling position. Now imagine you're grabbing a hold of your partner's elbow over here. We're going to pull that over the top of your head while you make your step to come around to your partner's waist. The motion with your legs is to step out to the left, then your right will go knee to knee and step again. With your hips leading, you see, all of my power is in my belly button for the elevation, lifting my partner off the floor. So focus on that, really think about what your belly button's doing. So my hand's going to be inside, I'll be pummeling with my partner. I'm reaching for the elbow once I'm here, so my pinky's raising. I lift the elbow over my head, take the step, and step in. Alright, guys? Let's go. So again, flow a little bit with these. Just get used to the motion. Pommel, keep a good stance. Reach the elbow, step out, and step back in again. You have that first outward step, back in, and bringing your hips nice and high. Coming into a butterfly grip. 1, 2, butterfly here at the waist. Again, good bend in the legs as we're moving here. Let your hips move with your arms. Everything working together. Same thing can be done from your tie up. Hands can be in position. And I duck under from there. Just get used to that motion of as you step, pull, and catch the waist. 10 seconds. 2, 1, time. Nice work, guys. We're going to throw in some sprawls for this round. So we're going to break it up between sprawling with a short sprawl and one on one leg, there's one on both hips. So get into your resting stance, move between your level changes. So think about having the down blocks, move it around, level change it from here. My short sprawl, just taking my feet away. And you should circle with that motion. Again, just in case somebody's shooting but they're not quite close to distance, post on the shoulders, get your feet back. My full sprawl, puts my knees and hips on the ground, come back up into your stance, and then I sprawl one leg, bringing my knee to the floor from here. Once my knee's on the ground, pop back up into your stance again. Each time we come back up, get into that surf position, so we're getting ready to start making shots off of the rebound. All right, guys, get ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Move, level change, sprawl. Get your legs out of the way. Short sprawl, full sprawl, back up into the stance. Hand fight, protect the lead leg, sprawl. Back up into your stance each time. Down dog, short sprawl, full sprawl. Good. Again, get your stance moving here. Imagine you're grabbing somebody, we're level changing, we're sprawling your legs back. Three, two, one, time. Whew. Nice work, guys. Okay, next motion, we're going to do the same duck under, but starting it from an underhook motion. So, imagine tying up with somebody. My hands are up. I'm going to make an underhook on my same side as the lead leg. So I step in with my left hand. Post on the shoulder, step in with my underhook. Now all I'm going to do to hit my duck under from here is a bob and weave to get back towards the waist. Very similar to the motion we looked at with the fireman's carry a couple of weeks ago. It's once I'm in position, I shoulder roll to get under my partner and back up towards the waist again. It's not necessarily working too much with an outside step. Now is your shoulder roll to bring you into that position. Okay, guys? Let's go. So tie up, post, underhook. I've got my head inside. I shoulder roll, and I lead with my right leg coming back to the waist. Post, underhook, shoulder roll, back to the waist again. Post, underhook, shoulder roll to the waist. Good. Nice work, guys. Post, underhook, shoulder roll, lean back in again. Ten seconds. One more. Time. Nice work, guys. Now for this last one, we're going to break things up a little bit. We're going to do 30 seconds of one exercise and then 30 seconds of the other. So the first 30 seconds is going to be up, up, down, downs with your legs. So you're going to start in a kneeling position. We're going to step into stance, back onto your knees again. Get low and back up. From here. The second movement, we're going to be on your toes, hopping. And then as we hop, we're going to do 3 hops. On the third, we're going to jump up nice and high. So you're trying to touch the ceiling. If you're outside, touch the clouds. So we're jumping here. 1, 2, 3, jump. Back down into position, and then we hop again from this point. Okay, guys? So first one, on your knees. Again, just learning to get explosive from this point. When we do come up into your stance, maintain a good bend in the legs. Okay guys, let's get ready. Go. Nice work guys. Keep that stance. Good bend in the legs when we come up, halfway. 15 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, change. Move your weight back from here. Up in 1, 2, 3, jump. Back into position. 1, 2, 3, jump. Back into position. 3, jump. Back down, halfway. 1, 2, 3, jump. Good. 10 seconds left. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. Good. Time. Whew. Nice weather, guys. Take a 2-minute rest, relax, get yourself a drink, and then we'll move into some of our guard passing drills next. Just opening up some windows there, guys. Gonna get some fresh air in here. Whew. Okay, so like I said, the movements are going to be based on your leg drags. So very similar motion to what we were looking at before. So we start off with parallel legs as though we're approaching the open guard. Now imagine we're sort of catching onto your partner's ankles. So the first move, we're going to take a step off to the side first, a little step out as I redirect my partner's ankle. I reach up towards his knee, and then I step deep into the knee line of his second leg. Here. And when I step, my weight is in my heel, not my toes. So I'm going to be leaning over towards this direction. What this allows is my partner to shin circle back inside to enter into single leg X and things. So when we're passing, step, redirect, catch, and step again, putting your weight into your heel. Switch off to the other side, step, redirect, grab, put the weight into the heel again. Just like this. Okay guys? So use this as a little bit more of an active rest position, just to get started, and then we'll move on to adding some extra stuff in the second and third round. Okay guys? Let's reset the timer. Okay guys? Let's get set, everybody into position, and let's go. Start off with your parallel legs, redirect the foot, step off and across. Weight going into that heel, keeping your toes lifted as we approach. And again, you're pulling the hand into your hip line, bringing your partner's leg over your thigh. Nice. Halfway, guys. Keep a good stance here as we move. Nice. 15 seconds. Imagine you're grabbing the legs, pull the legs by. Start here, move, catch. Nice. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, guys. Okay, moving into our next movement is going to be some of our shin circles. So we want to start to team these together because in your no-gi training it's very important to control the inside space with your legs. So I need to be able to shin circle well. So I'm going to start off again in parallel legs. My knee will twist in, see? Putting my weight, lifting my heel off the ground. Now my heel is just going to close a triangle over here, see? Like a standing position. Now I push down, put my weight onto the floor again, putting my weight into my heel with my toes lifted. So I move and step, see? What this is doing is clearing the hook on this leg. So I kill the first hook, I step behind my leg, clear the second hook. Twist, clear, twist, clear. Alright guys, so again maintain that parallel legs, and let's go, let's give it a try. Twist, close, and step. Again, nothing too intense here, but really working on getting the correct movement, so when we do have some legs come into play, we can really work on escaping these positions. If you have a partner in the room, somebody to train with, just ask them to put butterfly hooks in, and then you can clear the hooks from here. See? Kill the first, step behind, kill the second. Maintain a good low stance as we move in. We will be bent over, approaching the legs from here. 24 seconds, guys. Twist, step, step. Good. 10 seconds. Get about a couple more in. Time. Nice work. So, let's team together the two movements now. We approach your partner's legs. We're going to shin circle out, and as I shin circle, I redirect the leg. I step out and back in again. So again, the last finishing motion is just the same. Stepping into that leg drag, and then my hands are redirecting the leg, putting it over the top of my waistline. I start off first approaching the legs, hands towards the knees, shin circle out, pass again. So the movement with my legs is 1, 2. So you make that leg drag step afterwards. We're beginning first with the shin circle, then into leg drag, then add in the hand motion as well. Try to make it as realistic as you can. Remember, we're approaching the knees first, then we're moving towards the ankle grips with sort of a C-cup grip to redirect the legs. Go. Shin circle, drag. Other side, approach the legs, twist, shin circle, drag. Imagine you're in the olden days going for your sword from your pocket. Pull that leg across your hip line, twist, step. Twist, step. Good. Nice work, guys. 20 seconds left. 3 main footworks here. 15 seconds. Twist, step, and approach the legs again. Time. That's what it is. And next motion, we're going to drop into approaching the knee slice. Return back to the open guard, and then come back to the leg drag again. So I'm going to be in position approaching the legs. Post my hands on the ground. Enter in to a low position, ready to begin knee slicing. Keep my hands engaged with the floor so I can return back to standing. And then I drag and step again. So it's going to be leg dragging on the opposite side. I pass to the left, and then I finish the leg drag on the right. If I approach the other side, I put my hands down, drop into position, come back, drag over my waist. Alright, so we go from closing the distance, to creating the distance, to closing again. Let's go. Keep your weight into your heels as you're moving. So come back up, step, step. Weight into the side of the foot and the heel. 20 seconds, guys. Last 10, let's get one more. Time. Nice work, guys. Okay, so our next motion, we're going to drop down, pinning your partner's leg. So imagine, again, we're approaching the guard. We're going to control the ankle and the calf, move to the side. I drop my knee in between my fingertips. Imagine you're pinning your partner's leg. I'm going to post my hands on the floor, above, and I step behind my legs, closing a triangle. See? 1, 2. This allows me to enter into the headquarters, and then I have my guard passing in either direction. I'm going to make an underhook with the same side hand, and my knee will lift and slice onto the floor. I come back, I show it from the other side. Post, staple the knee to the ground, lean your hands on the floor, close the triangle, step up your leg to enter headquarters, post, and slice through the guard. So low stance, approach the legs, kneel down, post the hands high, step up in between. Once you're here, post the hand, lift, and slice onto your hip. Post, step, lift, post, slice. Post, slice. Back up, catch the ankle, catch the knee, move to the side, knee between your fingertips. Hands post on the ground, close the triangle, lift up, post, and slice through. Good job. 10 seconds left, guys. Time. Nice work, guys. Okay, take a rest, relax there. I'm going to do some more guard passing drills in a moment. So take a water break if you need it, guys. Again, a lot of things we're going over today are a lot more technical than in terms of speed and trying to get too much of a sweat on. As you can see, I am sweating profusely anyway, but more of a technical side of things with your leg drags and getting into that headquarters position. The last drill that we were looking at is really important for a lot of your guard passing in no-gi because it provides you multi-directional passes. So once I enter inside my partner's legs, I can pass to the right or to the left with a knee slice in both directions and a long step to both directions, which are the two main movements that we use in no-gi. A lot of our speed drills have been designed between both of those situations. So we'll continue on practicing those situations just so we really understand that movement. So we're going to start off with a deep half guard leg situation first. We're going to switch your knees. So let me show you first, guys. I'm going to have one knee lifted and one leg out straight. Imagine my partner's head is here and the legs are wrapped around this angle. Now all I'm going to do is switch my legs. So I change my right knee down to my left leg being up. So I drop my right knee, lift, and straighten out this leg. So now I'm sat on top of this half guard and my leg is straight over the shoulders. I'm going to step my heel over the face, dropping my hip onto the ground, and as I drop my hip, I'm going to square straight back up to my knees. Coming back up into the stance. Once I'm there, come back to repeat the situation. See? So my right leg is inside the half guard. I drop the knee down, I lift the left leg up. Keep making sure my heel is pressing down into the floor, my toes point up towards the ceiling. I step my leg over the head, and as I step, I want to land on my butt. Coming straight back to my knees again. Approach, back into position. See? So post your hands, switch your knees, sit back, legs straight, step over the face, drop onto the hip, and into position. That would be you securing the side control once you've passed over the head, and we're in the situation to continue passing the guard from there. Alright guys, let's give that a try. Okay, if everybody gets into the deep half guard position, so one knee raised, one knee up. Remember, you want a good distance between your legs here. So right now I'm sat back, I have a good weight in between, I switch, right knee down, left leg up, and again my feet are far apart in this situation. Okay guys? And let's go. Knee raised, switch, step, back into position. Come through, twist, knee up, leg up, step, and switch. And try to really emphasize dropping onto this hip, especially if you have the space for it and you have mats under you, then really put your weight down on that left leg to continue that guard passing. Good. 15 seconds, guys. One more. Nice. Good job. Okay, so next one, we're going to have 2 more of these exercises, 2 more guard passing drills. So we just practiced the knee slice from that headquarters position. So what we're going to do from here is start with one knee up, one knee down. If your knee's down, that's going to be the one that's hitting the knee slice. So post the hand, lift the knee, slice onto your hip. As soon as you drop onto your hip, we're going to immediately react with a top spin. Because a lot of knee slices won't have the underhook, so we need to top spin as soon as we finish the guard pass. So step over the head, twist, elbow comes down, step landing on the hip on the other side. Bring your legs back, and then I'm on the other side. My left knee's down, my right leg's up. I post my left hand, lift the knee off the ground, slice across. Once I slice, step over the head, switch knees, drop to the hip, and retract. Okay guys, let's go. Lift, slice, top step. Back into position. Come back into your stance, post your hand, lift, slice onto your butt, drop to the elbow, step, step, change knees, back step. Back into position, post, slice, step, twist. And again, drop down to your forearms here. For you to continue that motion. Lift, slice, step, forearms on the ground, and back. Time. That's right, guys. Okay, final exercise. We're going to start off the same way we just entered into the headquarters. So start from standing. We approach the open guard. I pin the ankle and the knee. Move to the side. Drop my knee in between my fingertips. Post my hands above the head. Close the triangle. Come into position. So this was the situation where I can now knee slice across. Instead of knee slicing, I'm going to long step the other way. So I grab the head, put your forearm on the floor, and big back step with the right leg. Back into position, come back to your legs. Pin the ankle and knee, move to the side, step your knee on the ground. Close the triangle, lift up. Instead of passing to the right, we pass to the left with head control. Alright guys, let's go. Pin the legs, knee over the leg, hands down, enter headquarters, long step. Hips and the hands working together. seconds left, guys. And top. Woo! Good work, guys. Very nice. So we got 2 rounds of 5s, 1 resting drill, 1 guard passing drill, and then another set of 3 of your guard passing movements. All right, guys, good work there. A little bit out of breath. Hard for me to congratulate you all. Put a good thumbs up to everybody. Keep up the good work, guys. It is going to get more difficult to keep your motivation to train. So that's why I thought I would try and add some extra sort of more technical drills to try to train the mind as well as just the body. So rather than just coming in and sweating, and sort of being leaving your mind in your pillow, try to bring that towards the mat as well, and try to learn some things that are new. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed the class. Something a little bit different. We'll spend more time on this over the next few weeks because I think this is a very important series of guard passing, especially if you're going to train no-gi. You need to be able to understand. But again, it is also applicable to gi and no-gi. Your long steps, your knee slices, your top spins, those are crucial parts to passing in jiu-jitsu, not just whether you're wearing a gi or not. Okay, guys? So, thank you all for being here. I will see you all next week for some more of the same, guys. So yeah, thank you very much. It's another session in the books there, guys. Thank you for joining me again for another week of speed drills. I hope you all enjoyed the lesson. I'll see you all next week for some more training.